are for you, and these balloons are for you. And I wish I could give this to you in person, but oh well. And who are class of 2020? Will you raise your hands? Class 2020, congratulations. Yay, congratulations, everybody. You earn it, great. So let me quickly introduce cancer support community very quickly. Our mission is to support people impacted by cancer, like you and your families. And we have support groups, stress reduction classes, and workshops at no cost to our participants. And 8 years ago, we started this event, Dear Cancer, It's Me, high school essay contest, to give teens like you an opportunity to express your cancer journey in writing. As you may all know, writing is a powerful, powerful tool, right? And you did it wonderful. You did a great job, and you inspired us, you empowered us, and you moved us. And I thank you so much for that. And again, it's nice to meet you today. And go back to Veronica. Thank you, Veronica.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Kaio. I would like to introduce you next as our executive director. His name is Steve Dwyer. All right.
There we go. So one of the first challenges is to remember to unmute yourself. So thank you for joining us this morning. Really, we're just thrilled that so many of you are taking the time with your families to join us for this event. As Kaio alluded to, it's certainly not the style of awards event we were planning 4 or 5 months ago, but we do hope that you have found some meaning in participation in this Dear Cancer It's Me writing activity, and that through this activity it brings you a little closer to your families, to your time together. And I do, though, one of the things I want to do is say that, you know, we're an organization that's 100% funded by our community. And so we wouldn't be able to put on an event like this and offer the scholarships that we're able to without some terrific supporters. So I want to just mention a few. Adidas is a supporter of ours, Adidas 510. Cal Lutheran University is a sponsor this year. We were actually planning to hold this event at Cal Lutheran's campus, and as the very first time we were doing this. So we'll certainly hope to go back there in the coming years. Adventist Health Simi Valley is a first-time sponsor of this event, and in fact, Catherine Stiles, you'll meet later, is a terrific partner with us at the Simi Valley Adventist Health Hospital. Oral Capital Advisors, terrific longtime supporters of cancer support community. Sharon Altman, one of our board members, and David and Tammy Wank and the Wank family, who you see all in one picture over here. Longtime board members and supporters, and as you'll meet Tammy in a little bit as one of our key presenters today. So just you know, it is important that we are an organization 100% funded by our community. If you haven't heard, I'll make a little shameless plug here. One of our biggest events coming up is, this was to be in early April, and then we have another big event coming up in the early part of June, the Hope Walk, which we now are doing virtually, where families and friends one of the things we can do is go out for a walk and be social distanced and appropriate that way. And so I encourage you to visit our website and look at the opportunity to join our Hope Walk, so that we're able to continue to offer services to families like yours who are dealing with the challenges of cancer for many, many years to come. And I should also say, I want to say thank you to Veronica. It's unknown to a lot of people how difficult it can be to keep a Zoom meeting coordinated, because there's a lot of back and forth. So I do want to thank her for all the time she's put into this. Thank you, Veronica.
Thank you, Steve. Okay. Okay, so the next speaker I would like to introduce you is Tammy Wank. She is our longtime donor and essay judge.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Steve. And As Steve said, thank you, all of you, for joining us this morning for the Dear Cancer It's Me Awards ceremony. We certainly appreciate your time, and we know it's early on a Saturday for you, so thank you for taking the time and joining us. Our prayers go out to all of those during this ever-changing and challenging crisis that we are all experiencing. Uncharted territory, unprecedented times, we've never experienced anything like it. Challenges ahead, utilize the resources, fact versus fiction, a new normal, be informed, heart-wrenching. Hard to figure out perhaps what I am referring to. It seems whether it is COVID-19 or cancer we are referring to, these words intertwine, overlap, and mean something, no doubt. And ultimately, the C word just sucks. But when it comes to words, some words do shine brightly, and we see this within these writers we have on this Zoom call today. All of you who have submitted essays have much to be proud of. We applaud your incredible, brilliant effort, and you captivate us with your meaningful words. Your story, your challenges, your learnings continue to connect within us, engaging our senses, reminding and telling us that psychological and social support for this dreaded disease has unbelievable healing powers of its own and is vital and needed. So thank you for sharing your personal thoughts and inner journey with us. You are all remarkable. This is my 5th year presenting, and I just love this event. Not only does it showcase teen talent with their writing, feelings, emotions, connection, engagement, and bonds, but as heart-wrenching as it is, you often, very often, find the positive that comes out of dark moments in one's life. As one teen wrote, we live for the joy in each moment. So I hope we can enjoy this time now we are together via Zoom and celebrate some of these achievements. But first, a little bit about this very Dear Cancer It's Me essay contest. Wasn't sure you were aware that this very contest reaches out to over 100 high schools in our service areas from Van Nuys to Santa Maria. Receiving over 40 essays from students in grades 9th through 12th grade, stories were shared in one of 2 categories: their own personal experience with cancer or the experience of having a family member or friend with cancer, also known as the friends and family category. Each essay had a set of criteria in which it was judged by 4 or 5 judges, and I'd like to thank the 22 judges that helped in this task. We are going to begin with the awards in the personal category, those themselves that are afflicted with cancer and relating their own personal experience. Here to present those awards is Catherine Stiles. Catherine is the Director of Community Integration at Adventist Health, Simi Valley Hospital. She is a sponsor and a judge of the essay contest. Catherine will present awards for 2 second-place winners, with each receiving a check in the amount of $500 each, and 1 first-place winner will receive $1,000. To all the winners, after you receive your award, we invite each winning author to say a few words from their heart. Or if you rather read something from your essay, you're invited to do so as well. So let's zoom over to Catherine to present the personal category winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Hello, everyone who wrote. I just want to tell you that it was so hard to read all of your essays and not give everyone these prizes, because it is amazing what you've done. And I am very proud of each one of you. I'm going to announce the personal category is one I hope everyone understands. These are written by first-person experience, people who have actually experienced cancer. So these are very moving, and I'm imagining difficult things to write. So I want to make sure that everyone knows this is very personal. So our first second place winner, I don't believe is here today. I don't know, Veronica, is Shasta Khatri here today?
Unfortunately not.
I'm sorry that she's not here. She is a Westlake High School grade 11 student, and she is our second place winner. And she wrote a beautiful essay about her experience with a brain tumor and her success with healing after that traumatic experience. So beautiful essay. Our next second place winner I am so pleased to talk about is Andre Casas. And I hope I said that right. Please forgive me if I didn't and correct me. Andy, I think you go by Andy, is 17 and is a student at Moore Park High School, grade 11, and you get $500. And I just want to say your story was so brilliantly done. It really brought, you shared your frustrations, you poured your heart out, and I would like to make sure that you know that that moved me a great deal, and I really appreciate your essay. Would you like to give a few words right now, Andy? Hi, Andy.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. What an incredible story.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't even know where to start. Thank you, first of all. But yeah, writing it, like you said, you get some of the frustrations I had during it, more like the not being able to run and stuff like that, because that was like my favorite thing to do. But now there's also a lot of things that I've been able to like enjoy from it, or a lot of things I learned from it. But other than that, yeah, sorry, I'm not good at speech. I get nervous.
Mom, do you want to say something?
Andy battled osteosarcoma, bone cancer last year, and his passion was being a runner, and that was his focus until cancer came in and took it away. He no longer can do the thing that he liked the most. But his focus is it's still being on physical well-being. So he continues to go to the gym. He works out every day, even though we're stuck at home. This quarantine has brought back a lot of the feelings we had last year when we were, protecting him from getting sick from chemo. But overall, this time we're trying to make it more a positive experience. And overall, it was difficult for him to do this essay because the feelings that pour out are difficult for him to express. But I like for him to reflect back, and I think he did a really good job. So thank you.
We agree. And Andy, I think that you're inspiring us, because I read your thing and I'm like, what are my excuses for not working out? So you're going to get me back on track. So congratulations. And thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. Yay. All right. And now and Andy, that was just awesome. I hope that everyone gets that opportunity to read the essays. Our first prize is being awarded to, I hope I say this right, Kylie Wagoner of Newbury Park High School, grade 12. And Kylie, are you on the call today?
Yeah, I'm right here. It's Kayla.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hi. It's all good.
Congratulations, Kaylee.
You.
Congratulations.
So beautifully. And I just want to say that you struggled with leukemia as a 4.5-year-old, and you really demonstrate the post-traumatic stress of that experience. And I just, your analogies were beautiful, your word selection, the way that you depicted it, and one word really stood out to me, one line that you said, and I love writing and I love words, but you wrote, maybe your consistent presence is the cost of surviving you. That just powerfully moved me. I just want to thank you for writing what you did, and to you now to talk to us about your experience and the essay that you wrote.
Yeah, it was definitely a very big part of my life. I lost most of my childhood basically from it. It's definitely very hard for me to still talk about it, as you can see. But now I'm going to EMDR therapy, which has helped a lot actually.
Good.
Really helping. And then most of my life it's been kind of present there like always in the back of my head. I don't know, that PTSD just kind of stays. I've also struggled with anxiety from it. But yeah, definitely going back into school after being away. This happened in kindergarten. So I came back into school, first grade, bald. Still myself though.
It's so hard to imagine. You know, I think that from my perspective, I see a lot of marketing around cancer, children going through cancer. And you put so much behind those pictures and those images for me. And I just want to say thank you for for writing it. You really made yourself vulnerable and you shared it in a beautiful way. So I congratulate you. Well deserved. And I'm so glad that you are able to share and support others. It sounds like you have a support group that you're helping with.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so that's important. That's a part of that cycle of giving back and helping others. I think Andy's doing the same thing. He mentioned
I
that.
love hearing all these stories and just seeing how happy everyone is to just share and be with each other.
Wow.
Especially over this time.
Alone. Yeah, you're not alone. Oh, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for the work that you've done. Yay! Standing ovation.
Yay!
Yeah, Kleenex. I know I didn't bring my Kleenex. So I guess I'm turning it back over to Veronica. Congratulations to our 3 winners. We're sorry that Katsta cannot be here, but I am so grateful for each of you that you have fought that good fight, that you've shared your story, and that cancer support community is here to provide support for you, your family, and for others. So it's a worthy thing that you've done. We really appreciate you participating. God bless you guys. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you, Catherine.
Um,
Okay, so now I would like to turn it back to Tammy Wink for the Family and Friends winner announcements.
Okay, great. And just confirm me, Veronica, is there anybody in the waiting room that you need to let in?
No.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, well, thank you, Catherine. And I am here to present the Friends and Family category. And we're going to start with 3rd place. But just so you know, I am going to present 8 winners in this category. Again, I'm going to start with 3rd place. And here there were 4 3rd place awards or winners, and each carries a cash award of $250. So let's begin. This 3rd place winner, I don't believe was able to make it to the call, so I just do want to confirm Addison Todd was not able to, she was not able to make it. Okay, I just want to confirm that. So Addison Todd was, or graduated from Rio Mesa High School. She's a 12th grader. And unfortunately, Addison couldn't make it, but we're going to be sending her a copy of the presentation as it's being recorded, and her check is going to be in the mail. One thing that also stood out in her essay was that now with her going through her mom's cancer, she decided to major in college in nursing. So that was a beautiful revelation and a goal that she's found about herself. And so that was really nice to see that that's what she has a goal to be reached. So do want to recognize that. Okay, so moving on to our next 3rd place award. This next award, I'm going to start by saying the words empathy, descriptive, perceptive, and blessed came to my mind in reading this young lady's essay of her mother's plight with breast cancer. I loved how this essay was a reflection of her unselfishness and her perception of others in her family, especially being so tuned in to what her mother was going through. How this young lady was seeing her mother's sickness and seeing her mother's strength in not giving up. This young girl's own realization of tough days are ahead with this obstacle. How this young lady was seeing her mother's sickness and seeing her mother's strength and not giving up. This young girl's own realization of tough days are ahead with this obstacle she called life, and realizing that each day is a blessing that we should not take for granted, showed the positive spirit and hope of what is needed to get through struggles and to prevail. Her gratitude for her amazing family and friends shines through as she navigates through life. Third place and a $250 check goes to Oak Park High School 11th grader, Catherine Riker. So Catherine, turning it over to you. Congratulations, and if you'd like to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I was kind of surprised. It's been a struggle, but I think like seeing my mom just fight on is really inspiring and stuff. So thank you.
Well, terrific. Well, congratulations on that. I just have to make sure on this next one. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to, it says unmute myself. Okay, I already did unmute myself. Okay. Veronica, I'm confirming that this next one is on the call.
Unfortunately not.
Not. Okay, so can I flip things around? So hoping that that person does come in later on?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go to the next then and hoping that that person does come on. Okay. So this next award, okay, throughout this essay, I never knew what type or how long cancer tormented her body. I never needed to know. My connection was to the relationship between the granddaughter and her grandmother. To quote this young lady, she had to come to understand the last of her experiences with her grandmother without even realizing that they were last. Her relationship was so sacred and meaningful, and that in her own way, she needed to still have a way to communicate with her grandmother. I've read a lot of essays, and this one I really felt the symbolism upon which it carried. Upon her grandmother's passing, it was butterflies that would help her communicate that her grandmother was watching her. You see, it was butterflies that her grandmother said before she passed to look for this symbol. This young lady knew upon seeing them that her grandmother was always around her, bringing her comfort and her spirit. Around the world, people view the butterfly as representing endurance, hope, change, and life. And personally, butterflies are so beautiful and so loved, you can't help but smile when you see one and just stare. So Brooke, there's no doubt that your grandmother picked right. I'm sure she was as beautiful as a butterfly, and now your connection and your bond forever. Third place and a $250 check goes to Westlake High Schooler 10th grader, Brooke Mind. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I didn't expect this, but writing the essay really helped me, I think, get out some of my feelings about missing my grandmother. And so it was a really nice thing for me to be able to write about her and kind of reflect on the times that I had with her before her passing. So thank you.
And Kayo, or Brooke, are you aware that Cancer Sport Community has a butterfly event that I don't know, probably not going to be able to have it this year, but they have a butterfly event that they release all these butterflies, hundreds and hundreds of them. It's usually in around June or July, right? And so look out for that, next year and such.
Okay, so, thank you.
Okay, one more question for Veronica. Did the other participant show up yet?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, so should I'll just mention that. Okay. Okay, so the last third place award, unfortunately wasn't able to make the call. It goes to Kayla May Garcia from Rio Mesa High School, 12th grader, and she will receive a $250 check. This essay, I had to pull tissues out of the tissue box in reading this one because this had to do with her father, her hero, who was diagnosed with cancer and unfortunately passed away in a very short time on her birthday. And it was a very touching, emotional essay that was very difficult to read. And she will be receiving a $250 check. So sorry she wasn't able to make it today. Okay. Okay, moving on to second place. Is everybody still with me? Okay, great. Okay. Moving on to second place with $500 awards. There are 3 second place winners in this continuation of the Friends and Family category. Such beautiful, descriptive, emotional writing from this young man who is only in 9th grade. Okay, here we go. This young man's grandfather, who is he? It's his papa, a doctor who dedicated his life in helping others. A superpower, his role model, immortal, a hero, a mentor, a building of a beautiful family, a fighter, but sadly not invincible due to the unexpected destructive guest of pancreatic cancer. Yet we see the beauty of an incredible legacy, of an undeniable connection. I believe each grandparent, or parent with hope to achieve in one's life with their child or grandchild. This young man's relationship with his papa is one of a kind, truly unique, having their own language. Through the grueling surgeries, the chemos, the never giving up, the trusting your gut, the fight was always on for papa, and this young man was there to help and lift his spirits throughout. For this young man's journey continue with fortunately having some lasting, perfect, lifetime memories, having his papa at his bar mitzvah and family travels, and yet accepting what this cancer brings in the end. He vows to keep learning stories to this present day and applying lessons through his life. I have no doubt there is an amazing future that holds for this young man, and your papa couldn't be any more prouder because of the greatness he holds, he shares with you. With great pride, I present to a wonderful young man I actually know. Second place and a $500 check goes to Day Toledo High Schooler, 9th grader, Griffin Carradine.
It means so much. It means so much to me to be able to win this award because my grandfather is such a big part of my life, and I'm so lucky that he's actually still here, so I can tell him this great news, and he's going to be so proud of me. So I'm really appreciative that I'm going to be able to bring him so much joy with this news. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Griffin. I know you had some time with him last night that you've been spending Friday nights sharing stories and special times, so that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to our next second place winner. Oh my gosh, not sure I could take much more. As I read this essay, my eyes swelled with tears and I was engrossed in this young girl's story. I say young girl because she was only 8 years old when she first heard the words, "It's called cancer." It was a mere 2 months after her dad's diagnosis with non-small cell lung cancer that he passed away on a Good Friday. Upon her entering 2nd grade, she was having to find her new normal, to having to grow up too quickly with visitors, doctors, nurses coming in and out, managing different emotions, feelings, all while missing her good old-fashioned playing games, drawing and hiking with her dad that she gets robbed of. But she never missed the chance or day in saying, "I love you" over and over, and hears the whispers back of the same words from her dad. She treasures her stamp collection and builds a butterfly garden just as her dad got sick. All the while, her dad's nurse takes note of one of the stamps from her collection. It was of a pretty butterfly and tells her that whenever you see a butterfly, it shall remind you of him. As that resonated with her and her brother, as her father passed away, a butterfly hatched overnight in her butterfly habitat garden. And as she wrote, it was like a magical moment. So Justine, Continue to play with butterflies as they are striking with beauty and connection and a sign that your Father's Spirit lives on within you. Second place and a $500 check goes to Oak Park High Schooler 9th grader Justine Bolton.
Thank you so much. That really means so much to me. I miss my father every day, and I know that if he was here, he would be so proud of me. And I know he is proud of me as he looks over me. And yes, every time I see a butterfly, it reminds me of him. And it did happen so fast, and at such a young age, I didn't understand what was going on and why this happened. But I felt that writing it out helped me reflect my feelings, and it helped me become a stronger person and understand more why this happened. So thank you very much.
Congratulations. Okay. Our final second place award. As I reflect back on this young lady's essay, the themes of realization and inspirations come to life. The essay unfolds with learning a daughter's biggest cheerleader, her graceful, strong mother, is diagnosed with stage 2 hormone-positive breast cancer, and the surgical treatments, the chemo, radiation, and the ill effects that follow. But that is not what stands out in this essay. What clearly resonates with the reader are the raw, true emotions this daughter feels throughout. The family grows stronger as a unit. She learns how to cope with feeling powerless or out of control, how to accept the things she couldn't change and the reality of the situation. She forges ahead, taking on additional responsibilities in the house, as well as getting a job to help financially support the family, all while balancing her 11th grade academic work. Her relationship with her mom only grew stronger, and she realizes all the kindness and strength was from everything her mom taught her. This young girl's values and priorities were set in the right place, ones to be admired and proud of and inspiring to recognize. To Appreciating Family, second place and a $500 check goes to Royal High Schooler 12th grader Sabrina Chisholm.
Hi. Wow. Thank you so much. You know, the past year has been really crazy with everything going on. And this scholarship just means so much. So thank you guys so much. And I'm just so thankful.
Well, congratulations. Thank you. Okay, so now we move on to first place, and there was one first place award in our friends and family category. I was immediately drawn into this short story, waiting for the next chapter. What will it be? This story begins when this young man was just 6 years old, living here in America, while his grandparents live in Japan. The family would travel to Japan about every 3 years to see their grandparents, but to this young man, it was always more of a chore, one of a bore, one of complaining, since he didn't know the language or barely understood it. So it was never easy to build any type of relationship with them. Upon learning at the age of 12 of his grandfather's cancer diagnosis, he blames himself for losing and wasting time each visit with his grandfather. Later through the years, what this young man comes to overwhelmingly appreciate is comprehending the importance of family, no matter how far they live or the barriers of communication. While another young man could possibly give up, instead, he finds a perfect way to communicate through the Japanese card game Daifugo. He purposely learns. Upon their next trip in 2017, he surprises his grandfather with asking him in Japanese to play the card game Daifugo. What results is an eruption of a strong emotional connection, engagement, laughter, and happiness. For the first time, cancer felt defeated, and they felt the victory of it together on so many levels. Perhaps it took the cancer situation and the card game to open up this young man's personal chapter. No matter what it was, I know there are so many incredible chapters to be written with his grandfather, who is just a call or Zoom session away. The family and friends category first place and a $1,000 check goes to Rancho Campana High School 12th grader Taylor Kawadi.
Oh, you're muted.
You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, yeah,
There
my
we go.
bad. Okay, I'm unmuted now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. You know, I was not expecting this at all, and it's unfortunate because with the whole situation, I was actually planning on visiting my grandpa this summer, but obviously that's not possible. But you know, I'm definitely gonna call him, and yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. It means a lot.
Well, I am thrilled of the inspiration that you had in your essay, and I hope travel's open back up soon enough for everyone to continue their relationships with all their loved ones. So thank you. That concludes the family and friends category. And now I believe I'm going to turn it back to Veronica.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Congratulations to all winners. Before closing our virtual award ceremony, Steve would like to say some words. So, Steve, I'll turn it back to you.
Very good. Thank you, Veronica. And, you know, special thank you to all of you who participated as SAS in this activity. But I don't want to forget, I want to thank all the families that are sitting there with you as well and either encouraged you to participate or watched you struggle through the writing and the emotions that may have come with it. We hope, given the mission of Cancer Support Community, that this activity offered you an opportunity for some self-reflection, for some personal growth, and perhaps for some healing in the midst of what are clearly very challenging circumstances for all of you in their different ways as cancer has impacted your family. And so we do hope that it had that positive impact on you, whether or not you're going to receive a check from us or not. In our view, of course, you are all winners, and we're thankful that you participated in this activity. We certainly want to thank all of our judges as well. As Tammy said, every one of your essays was read by a minimum of 4 people as part of this process. So it is a true community event for us. And your stories have an impact on each and every one of them as they read through these essays. And of course, as I mentioned, all of our sponsors who make this event possible, and so that we can provide you with these small awards financially that hopefully you can use them then as you go on in your pursuits in education. And so again, thank you all and your families for participating in this activity. And certainly, I want to say a special thank you to Tammy and to Catherine for being our presenters this morning.
Okay. Wait, are we on? Oh, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? Because I don't see myself.
First of all, thank everybody for coming on. What we want to do for those people that are on the call right now but did not win anything, we're going to give everybody $50. So hopefully everybody's got their names. So we'll make arrangements. Everybody go check that did not win $50. Congratulations to the winners, and please join us next year if you're not going off to college. If you're going off to college, the best of luck to all of you. Thank you, David. That's terrific.
Thank you.
And Tammy, David and Tammy. That was a co-gift.
That's everybody. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Tammy.
Okay. So for all the no problem. So for all the winners, a certificate, a check will be mailed out by next week. So please keep a lookout. And Tammy and David, I'll be working with you to for that $50. That was so gracious of you. Thank you. For any students who are 9th through 12th grade, can re-enter or enter for the 2021 essay contest for next year. Does anyone have any questions? If so, you can unmute yourself and ask away. Okay. Well, if you have any questions later on, please email or call us. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'll be ending the Zoom call, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.